Silverman. Right on.
Souls.
Come together, blacks and Jews, getting it done. Someone is about to come into my trailer that is a legend, a walking legend. She's won several Emmys for her stand-up comedy, but she flipped the script on them a couple of years ago and did something dramatic and got nominated for a Screen Actors Guild Award for her work in I Smile Back. She's absolutely crazy. She's absolutely fun. Y'all get ready right now. Sarah Silverman in the building. Blame it on the girl. Yes, indeed. How are you? It's so great to see you. Come, please,
to see
join
you.
us. You need me to take your backpack?
No, it's my transitional object.
What do you mean it's your transitional?
What if I need something? What if I need my thermos? What if I need lip gloss? What if I need gum? What if I need a Cottonelle wipe?
Listen, every time I see you, I light up, right?
You really
Do I light up?
Yes.
Talk about, where did you get the balls from to tell your jokes?
I think it was just a lack of knowing better because, like, I had one of those crazy dads that thought it would be hilarious to teach his 3-year-old swears. So, like, I would be in the middle of the market and be like, bitch, bastard, damn shit. Looking back, it makes so much sense because it shocked grown-ups, and then they gave me like this wild approval despite themselves.
Right.
And it made my arms itch with glee. And I think I became addicted to that feeling of like surprising people.
That's hilarious. You starting out in comedy, there's always a moment that changes you or a moment that embarrasses you. Do you have a moment like that?
Humiliating moments, there are so many. In stand-up especially. I mean, have you ever done stand-up and you hear the person in the back who does this?
Oh my God, that's the worst.
It's just like your heart.
Oh, when you're bombing.
So humiliating. I
it's the
bombed
worst.
so much.
On my side of town, you bomb and they let you know, like, man, get the fuck out of here with that, you know what I'm saying?
I was on Showtime at the Apollo. I was on that twice. And both times, the first time they threw like these tokens at me. I was like pelted. And they told me I couldn't swear. And like, then I'm getting pelted and I'm just like, fuck all of you!
I got that too. They got me, but they never aired it. I begged. I'm gonna say it on air. Sinbad was the host. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if he did it on purpose, but he said, this next young brother, coming all the way from the Los Angeles, the West Coast. And he said, the West Coast. And they started booing before I even got out. So they never showed it, but I've gone back since then and did my thing. I want to know this though. How hard is it for a comedian to tell jokes in today's world?
First of all, comedy is not evergreen.
Right.
That's the beauty of comedy, but also it goes rotten because the times change.
It does. What isn't okay to make jokes about now today?
I do think that comedy is a real tough place to like judge or say that's right or that's wrong because it all depends on how funny it is.
Talk about the musicals that stuck with you, because I know you got that background.
I liked Hair. I was in a production of Hair when I was 17 at our local theater. I sang Black Boys.
Why did you sing Black Boys?
That was the one I was assigned.
He was assigned.
I was like, Black boys are delicious.
Hey.
Chocolate flavored love. Licorice lips like candy. Keep my cocoa handy. I get such a sweet tooth when it comes to love. Did you grow up with the Hair soundtrack?
You know what I mean? In the environment where I was, there wasn't a lot of musicals.
But you're so musical.
I know, but it was like I grew up like church music was my thing. My grandmother only let us play church music when I was growing up. The only musical that I got introduced to was in college. They came to me because they needed a tenor. They wouldn't let me go on the stage, but they would let me sing behind the curtain because there wasn't any African Americans in the production. So I would sing in the back, and I would just sing the parts that need me. Tonight, lady, tonight. So that was me in the back, and that's how I learned about musicals.
That's insane.
It's a whole long thing.
Right. You don't know musicals, and your experience with them was racist.
No. No.
It's interesting that you're doing like this web series and it's about like what movies formed you and stuff. Because I grew up in New Hampshire. Not a lot of Jews in New Hampshire. But even New Hampshire needs retail. And then my best friend, Carrie, who I'm still very close with, she was like the only black girl in New Hampshire. So we were like the Jew and the black person, and we were best friends.
What movies mattered to you?
I turned her on to Woody Allen movies. She was like all over Spike Lee. But also not just...
Very didactic form. I get it.
So yeah, so like when She's Gotta Have It came out, we were on it. Like, because there was just so little of things of our culture in New Hampshire.
Wow. Who was your first movie crush?
John Cusack and Say Anything hurt my heart.
Why is that?
Because he was, everybody fell in love with him. It was, yeah, that was like, but I mostly am a TV person. I love television.
Yeah.
And definitely Fonzie was my first.
Henry Winkler.
I had my first like sexual dream with Fonzie, but I was a kid, so it was just like we were on a ski lift making out.
Henry, you know he was my neighbor.
What?
Never
Did
really.
you love him?
I mean, the Fonz was the greatest, and it was a trip because it was hard not seeing him as the Fonz all the time.
But then when you see him, it's not hard not seeing him as the Fonz because he's just like an old Jew. Not just an old Jew, an amazing,
Incredible
special, beautiful older Jew.
Started out with comedy, and then you transitioned to an incredible movie where you were nominated for a Screen Actors Guild Award.
That was the year before last.
Now here's the thing. Were you ever told you wouldn't be able to do that?
I wanted to be an ingenue,
Right.
and I learned pretty early that was not an option for me. I can be like the girlfriend before the guy realizes what love really can be, or the sassy roommate that is the exposition for the main girl. Like, but you're a lawyer and he loves you, you know, like. And so I went in pretty far into my career to audition for this part, and it was another like bitchy, two-dimensional person, but there was another character in it that I just was like this hippie, like loving, like granola girl, and like to me that's like who I am more. And I said, "Can I read for this?" And it's a very famous director was like, "You'll never be cast as someone who deserves love." And I remember just like. I was like stoic, but like tears just like fell out of my eye holes, and I was like,
because that breaks you sometime, right? Because I had a director tell me I went in to read for a movie, and I was coming from there. He says, "You're no good." He says, "You're too loud. You're a television person." And as I'm walking out,
because you have an epic transition from TV to movies
but check
that's
this
like
out.
never been done.
But here's the
before.
thing: I'm walking out, and he goes, "Jamie Foxx, slave to television." Right? And I was just like, what does that even mean? I eventually got a chance to come back and read for him, and I did get the part, but he broke it down to me. And I told him, I said, "Man, that fucked me up. I wanted to come in here and whoop your ass, but it did something to me to make me want to go get it even more." Is that what happened in your situation?
For sure.
Right. I got to ask you about your show, I Love America. Talk about this show because it's sort of like you you're traveling all around and getting the perspective of everybody in America. All over the world.
It's called I Love You America, and I travel the country. I had family dinner with a family in Chalmette, Louisiana, who all voted for Trump and never met a Jew.
How'd that work?
I love them.
Right.
But they said they had to Google Jew. She goes, "We Googled Jew, and guess what? Adam Levine is one." I was like, "He is."
Were they thrown by that?
It was very sweet.
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
I never heard the word Jew until I was out of school. Until I was out of high school. I know it's weird. I grew up in Texas, and we studied Texas history. So if it didn't happen in Texas,
You're right.
it didn't happen. So when I heard the word Jew, I thought it was like a color. I was like, wow, that's interesting. Is that like blue? She has to go right now. But it's Jamie Foxx off script in my trailer. Sarah Silverman, she has a clip to show us.
I don't know what it is, but it's something and you'll love it.
Thank you. Here we go. Check it out.
Hey Siri, how many Jews are in the world?
Too many.
God damn it! You believe in life and liberty. You believe in a God you can't see. You believe in dumb luck and not giving zero fucks. So why don't y'all believe me? I got straight pubes.
Why the fuck do you even come here?
Because I'm trying to show that people with two different ideologies can get along, you fuck. What a fun show. Good night, America. I love you.